Hello, I am Damien, and I am Gamien, and this is Breath of Fire. And yes, rip to the golem. Ah, poor golem. When last we left off, we made a golem friend. Before we made a golem friend, we restored purity to the earth of a singular town, potentially named after George Romero, because the town had zombies in it. And then we went and we found a whatchamacallit? Massive brain fart. Right. Then we went into Agua to get the key to be able to go to the golem and walk up its leg, steal its crotch treasure, and we basically made it. We made it our friend in the end. We turned on its heart. It could love. It understood things, and then we left the keys in the ignition while we went to a wedding. So the dark dragons kind of sort of destroyed a city with it. And then we got an uncertainty about whether or not it actually could think, because it seems like indeed it can, because it disobeyed orders. And then went and threw itself into a volcano while whispering some sort of message about... whispering some sort of message to us about, Superman or something, probably. And then, most importantly, we bought a bar of gold and traded that for a magical lollipop. Not just a lollipop, an ice pop in specific. An otter pop, if you will. And with that otter pop, we went to a desert. Then we went through this desert. Sadly, we had no horse. Probably for the best, because everything else in the game is named, so... Yes, exactly. With great power comes great responsibility. Like not leaving the keys in a WMD. Who does that? But yeah, we went through the desert. We killed a worm. And then we used a fife to go to... whatchamacallit? To go to a tomb called Crypt. And within there, we met a new friend named Karn, and he's the bestest, because he unlocks things and disarms traps, and he's Q. And then we left, and then we wandered around unlocking things and disarming traps. I don't think there were actually any traps afterwards. But we unlocked things with Karn, and then we stopped. So, that's where we left off. As I said I was going to one extent or another, I did clean up my inventory. Look at that. Nice and organized and everything. Now you may notice there's a little apostrophe next to water jar. This is because, and it's also, what do you call it? Lit up, like, we could use it right now if we wanted to. As Humbug kindly reminded me, you can actually refill the water jar with the purification water, and it works like an M drop, reusably, forever. I mean, not forever, you have to refill it again after one use, but you have essentially a mega elixir, sans VMP restoration, perpetually if you want it. You just have to go back to the purification water all the way down to that dungeon and grab it. But yeah, we did that, and also once again reminded by Humbug. Those dragon statues up in Agua, up at the top? I think I kind of sort of looked at one, but I didn't look at it quite right. Yeah, it turns out there are treasures in those. So one of said treasures is a new weapon for Karn, the Icy Dagger. Icy Doctor. And this Icy Doctor with his smoldering gaze is Karn's second best weapon, apparently. So he's probably not going to need to do much anymore in terms of buying new equipment, because we went to an area that we maybe shouldn't have, even though there's nothing stopping us from doing so. And we also found the life armor for Ryu. Look at that defense. I know it's not his best armor, but it seems to be pretty damn close. Sequence breaking, yay! I feel like I didn't actually look it up to verify this or anything, but I feel like in other maybe I'm just thinking Dragon Quest, but isn't the life armor in other Breath of Fire games like, hey, when you take a step, you recover 1 HP? I don't know if it does that in this one, but if so, Ryu is literally invulnerable at this point in the game, I feel like. Yeah, BOS 3 at least. So I guess if Ryu takes damage, I'll walk around a little bit and find out. But anyway, so that's everything we did. Took a long fucking time yesterday getting that taken care of, but that's because encounter rate is still insane. Oh, but yeah, so let's go ahead and... Where the fuck are we? I don't remember this place. Hello. Relax and have a good time. No, I wanted to know where we are. This is Camlon. Oh, that's right. The second town you visit that's all destroyed and full of frogs. Yeah, it gets rebuilt if you come back to it after a while. And it's a place full of fun happiness. Relax and have a good time. This statue is a gift from the king. I mean, it looks like it's a statue of... I don't really want to say, because it looks like the specific portion of one's pants when they tent. Or a slime. A slime is much more family-friendly. Yes, welcome to Chrono Trigger. Relax and have a good time. Relax, have a good time. Oh, wow, you are really into it. I don't think you're really relaxing very much yourself. The restoration of the kingdom is almost complete. Oh, almost? I guess maybe we'll be able to see the statue in its non-slime form. We can live peacefully now, all because of Ryu. Perhaps we can, see what's in there. What's under that? What that statue otherwise looks like later. Ryu, we are having this celebration to wish you a successful journey. The king believes in your strength. He knows that you'll defeat Zog. Good on you for not being too bothered by me stealing all the castle's treasures. But anyway, yeah, that's the omitted words. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Just, oh. And also destroying the former kingdom. Yes. I mean, I didn't do that. Alright, I have to actually leave to do that. Oh wait, not. I'm dumb. I wanted to also look inside buildings and things, because these were all destroyed before, so perhaps we can find a Marble 1. Awesome. I don't remember if the game has a Marble 2 or not. Open the chest. You take Proton A. We have Proton B. What does Proton A do? You can have multiple. Your attack power will increase temporarily when you use this item. That's pretty cool. And you can use this item. I still don't know what that one means. We will find out eventually, because eventually I'll be like, oh right, I can use that during battle. And then I will. And then I'll be like, why did I do that? That was dumb. Good to know that this town has anything mabob, but also an item shop. An item shop that sells cures and apples and acorns and ant dots and all the fun stuff. Bum bum. Anyway. There's an inn. They'll probably charge me money for it. Why charge money when I can just steal apples? They don't have apples. Come on, I know you guys are going to have some other thing for me to have in here. Ooh, you have an upstairs. A big fancy house. There we go. There's a chest. Open the chest. You take Dirk Kiss. Now we have 2 Dirk Kisses. Dirk Kiss casts Death. as one could probably assume. You know, with an item name like Dark Kiss, you know, it's either going to be Doom or Drain. You know, one or the others. Open the chest. You take Putin. That's exactly what I was hoping it was going to be. So, another thing I learned and verified because I was pretty certain and didn't know and all that run around. We'll use that on Karn. Karn's wisdom went up by 1. Awesome. Worthless. Because every spell in this game, offense and defense, does set damage or heals a set amount. All the numbers are set. There is no variable to any spell whatsoever. With exception, potentially, I guess, to like, you know, an actual death spell having a percentage chance or whatever. But what wisdom actually does is it boosts your magical defense while you're using the defend option. If you attack, wisdom does nothing for you. If you never defend ever, wisdom does nothing for you. It is amazing. And so dumb. Now then, what I was actually trying to do before we went out through all that, we were going to go back to Drogon. After all, Gamien is all nice and super powered up and awesome looking. Boreals, our fate is in your hands. Drogon, meanwhile, complete and utter devastation. No one cares. Anyway, but I actually had a reason for doing this. Because I think I remember how to fish in this game. Yep, equipped with a rod and a worm. Ryu goes to the front row. Can't help but feel Mag is like agility was in Final Fantasy 1. It was supposed to affect things, but the bugs stopped from working. I would like to believe that. Like, that would make more sense. But it actually, no, it straight up is just... it specifically works for magic defense, but that's all it was in Breath of Fire 1, was just purely defense. Because everything is otherwise set damage. At least, to the extent, I guess I should say that any information that I have found no information indicating that there was a bug attached to it. Just that there's set damage to everything. Anyway, I have a fishing rod, and these are fish. Ryu catches a sardine. And I got another sardine. So that's how fishing works in Breath of Fire 1. You equip a certain weapon, or a certain rod, and a certain bait, and you get things. And you just have to make sure you notice the teeny tiny little fish indicators. But until I find those indicators, there is no reason otherwise. Oh. I was pretty certain. I don't think I ever really noticed too awfully much myself. I'm not sure if I ever actually fished in the proper fishing spots myself either. But I noticed that earlier in the game. Like, that seems like fish, maybe? Anyway, but then we're going to put back on the ring, because only Ryu can wear the magical, powerful ring. No one else is allowed to have it. Sure, we just also need to, keep our eyes open for fish. Alright, I'm sure Sardine just heals HP and takes up 2 slots. This item recovers some HP. Amazing. We're going to eat sardines at some point. Now for the thing we are actually doing. We're going to Aria. Because we are finally continuing the game, because that was everything. At least until we find another rod and or, different bait. I don't know what... Right. I forgot he still hates us. It's a different lock. Sure, totally, I believe you. You do realize that, just because it's a different physical lock, if it's by the same manufacturer, and is of the same make and model, it's probably going to be just as easily picked as it was before. Case in point. now that we've done that, we can hand on up into the big fancy house again. Where we don't go up, we go down. Down into the vault. Or the safe, as the game calls it. Pick. Ooh, treasure. Pick. Hello. You want the key? Father wants to give it to the Dark Dragons. If my mother was alive, she would have told him to do the right thing. Okay. I see. Okay, so that's what's going on. You're just going to keep hanging out in there because, yeah, you're just going to, I guess you want me to go confront your father because you locked yourself in there in protest, I guess. Hey, Mr. Man. What's up? If I don't give up the key, they will harm our daughter. And the daughter who locked herself in the vault, presumably with no food or water, because I didn't see anything in there except for some chests full of goodies that are going to be not full of goodies soon. Okay. He says it'll hurt you. Wonder if that's a hint. Probably not, but just in case. Ba-ba-bo. If I don't give up the key, they'll harm our daughter. Okay then. Did we do it? I still have to find something of her mother's, or her father, or find somewhere, find her somewhere to fake her death. I mean, maybe. I don't know what would be the case in any of the cases, though, for either of those things. Let's talk to boat guy. The rich man Ross owns the ship. Okay. I mean, I just wasn't expecting a puzzle. Let's hunt out other hints. Do you have a hint? Everything is made of gold in this town. All gold! Nope. And you just thank me. No more hiccups. Yep. We've had steady business lately. That doesn't help anyone for anything. Old man, get out of the way, because... Okay, let me just do this then. There was once a kingdom of skilled thieves who had mysterious powers, but it was destroyed by the Dark Dragons. And we already got this, right? Yeah. That's good that y'all remember it. This is still a police station. This is Aria. You can catch about the scan. No, I can't. I have the ability to join with others and transform. What are you doing in my house? What are you doing in my house? There are many skilled thieves and that's not what we need. This is all old information. Okay. I was needing to verify that there wasn't anyone in this place. I mean, not that any of these people are being particularly helpful at all anyway, but, you know, just being hopeful. There is nothing that can't be bought, even peace. Lies. How about you? You're old. What do you know? To enter the tower that holds the light key, you must go through the safe. Darkness never falls on our town. We owe it to the light key. Okay. Might be staff in that other household, in the big main household too, though, that I'm not going to at the moment. Good luck on your... Okay. Bitch, I'm Ryu. If I don't give her the key, it'll harm my daughter. Of course not. Is there... There's fish. I can eat the fish. I don't think that'll help, though. No. Anyone else in this household whatsoever? I'm seeing a big fat no so far. It continues to remain a no. This is just a little mirror, yeah. It's not a picture of your wife for me to grab. Is the next step as obtuse as it seems to be? Or is there indeed a clear hint somewhere that I should know? That's certainly a possibility. Let's go to Bleak then. Because worse come to worse, I know another place we can go. Did I talk to you? Yeah, darkness never falls on our town because we got the light key. Talk to like everyone except for maybe the people in that house. Give me a hint. No one with you. Let me speak to her. I know you're not going to actually give me a hint, but maybe you'll give me a shit ton of money again. I've given you all the money you're going to get. Let me speak to this one person. I want to speak to the lady so that I can tell her off. Well, whatever. I'll try to keep it in mind if I get another lady. Who knows what other lady might join the party? Ooh. Ooh. Yes, it's Jesus. Right, Bleak. I'm like, where are we going? We are warping all the way to Bleak. Warriors, our fates are in your hands. Alright, let me talk to all y'all again. Put Karn in front in case that matters. It's a game for us. We steal the things if we see we can get away with it. Watch your pouch. This village is full of thieves. If you have a problem, talk to the head of thieves. You look like a lady. Who are the people that are hiding from us? Don't understand what that means either. Congratulations, Karn. You did it. Karn, you're so cute. Who are the people who are hiding from us? Alright, you're the one I wanted to talk to. An old man in the Light Keep has mirror. Or in the L Keep. So there's a mirror in the L. That might be the hint we're looking for. Except for the whole, where the fuck is L Keep? Because the place I was thinking of is the Dark Tower. Come and see the great magician at work. No. this house is basically empty. I know I'm not going upstairs, but I'm pretty certain those places didn't have upstairs. I understand that there's a connection between the goddess and the dirt key. The book reveals tricks to master thieves. It's hidden in crypt. You've learned everything I can teach you. You can take over any time you wish. What if we talk to someone who is, with someone who isn't Karn? Please be nice to Karn. Worthless. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah. El Keep. I've seen the old man in El Keep talk to ghosts. Very odd. Well, that it implies that El Keep is indeed a place near here. Yeah, that's where we want to go. Because I'm not sure where this El Keep is. I think we'll just probably do this. Bam! Death to the G-Knight. Almost death to the mage. And there it goes. Oh ho! A white stag. Not sure why I expected anything differently. Ba-da-da-da. Blow. Da-da-da-da. Chuck. Bada bada bada. Come here. Oh wow, you still can't kill the G-Slime on your own card. But you have the icy dagger. Ba ba la la ba ba. Yeah. And it's not even, you know, Ryu's the sword we can equip right now for Ryu has very much outstripped the Rang. The Rang just hits multiple targets, that's why I'm like, nope, we're gonna keep using it. So, welcome to the Dark Tower. This is totally probably not where we're supposed to go, but it's where we are. And we're supposed to come here soon, I just don't remember if we were supposed to do something else before we came here. So we're just gonna go here, because why not? Karn can open it. Ah! Are you the old man in El Keep? Is this actually El Keep? If you're the legendary hero, I'll give you my treasure. Climb the tower to meet the ghosts and prove your worth. Okay, Sodomon. Are these the ghosts? Oh no, Ryu. Oh no, Bo. Okay, so I think this actually is indeed where we were supposed to go. I just thought this was called the Dark Tower, not Elkeep. Well, our options are left or right, so of course we're going to go left. That was the correct choice. You take Bastin. L stands for shadow. You're right. You take life. I do like how, dark this place actually is, though, regardless. It's just very atmospheric having this dark palette with all the fire and everything. Oh god, Sir Kibble went first. Oh god, his name's actually Tony Tony. I want those. I have to come down for them, eh? Oh, stairs, but also stairs. First, stairs. We get a second life. Prove your worth and the treasure of this tower is yours. Great! I'll take it anyway. We got Herb. We also got a cure. And a Hornet. Who can wear the horny hat? Everyone but Nina. No horny for Nina. Alrighty, defense. 104, defense a bajillion. Defense 115. Yeah, it's much nicer. What are you wearing? Right, you got that skull hat on. You're fine. And now we go over this way. Oh no. Oh, Tony Tony. Yay, Ryu took damage. It's a thing to celebrate. Albeit Ku has. Okay, so Ryu is at 137. 144, yep. This guy. But yeah, so yeah, Ryu is practically invincible for a while. Well, I assume that the non-treasure, or the treasure route, will be the one that's closer. Because why would they make you walk further for treasure? Oh no, gold slime. I don't know why I'm considering doing anything other than that. Oh, because he's the E key, that's right. I forgot we had an E key. It does slightly more damage than Nina normally. But it also does it to 2 people. Or 3, or however many are in the party. In the enemy party at the time. I don't want that. Bloop, blop, bloop, blop. Bada, bada. Hey, it's fun, guess. Gross. Alrighty, up one more time, then we can pick up treasure. And with that treasure in hand, we can complete the dungeon. You take a turban. Great, it's not very good. You take 2,000 money. Almost there. Up we go. Up again. Alright, talking to and proving ourselves to these ghosts probably means fight them. So just in case... Sardine. That was actually better than I expected it to be. Sardine. Spare herb. Alrighty, there we go. Let's do the thing. It used to be that only dragons could enter here. But since the Lit Key was stolen, things have changed. Let's fight. Hi, you're not Wisp. You are Cloud. Fuck. We haven't played your game yet, Cloud. You're far too early. That actually does make sense, yeah. Alrighty, time to do 80 damage. Power up. Oh god, you used thunder on me. Aha! Bum bum bum. Right, you don't have any special abilities. That's why we just do that. Da-da. You'll eventually be using attacks. Power up. Devastat? Oh no. Ooh, that was actually quite devastating. Okay, hey, everyone, how about we use the fancy-friendly herbs? But also Kira. But also die. But also Kira. Ba-ba-la-ba-da-da-ba-la. Cure. Kira. Die. And Kira again. Keyboard. This is why we did a cure instead. Okay. Now we can do an attack. And you can cure Karn. And you can do your thing. And you can do your thing. Cable. Okay, based on that non-slam damage, we're better off just using the E key still. You say, now Nina can steal. You're really not happy about you being a dragon, huh? I mean, I don't mind very much because he is our tank. Do you have a second HP bar is the question. We're probably going to find out. You do not. Delightful. We did it. I would not trust that because his HP does not change when he turns into a dragon. Like, nothing in the game thus far indicates that. Granted, I'm often at full HP when he turns into a dragon, but yeah, without looking that up, I'm not sure. Or verifying in some other way. Yeah. But anyway, somebody leveled up. I don't remember who that was. I think Nina. And then no! The monster left life too. Oh wow, good work. Please take this key. Find the light key and complete the pair. I have a different voice because I had fun in that fight. Anime. Bam! We gained the orange key. And by orange key, I of course mean the dirt key. So I actually remember what the dirt key can do. Let's see if this actually says. This has a connection to the goddess Tyr. Of course not. You can use the dirt key to make it nighttime. And the fact that the evil presence is gone. Yeah, by virtue of everything suddenly getting brighter. Never mind, there's a fight. Oh my god, Chopper, what are you doing here? Ow. Ow. They did it. What am I doing? This is not the way out. The way out is probably, you know, that one spot that leads out. Wherever it was. Hi, fungus. You're looking pretty. Oh my god, you also have Devastat? It's terrible. Can't believe you tried to Devastat us like that. Nina, cure, you. Wherever you can handle yourself. Ow. That was 3 slams in a row. That's a lot of crits. And then Karn reached level 17. Q. Big luck up. Shadow. Curse. Man, that worked, didn't it? I appreciate it only being Ryu, but I don't have charm, so fuck you. Yeah, Ryu's cursed. It's fine, it should wear off with a nice night's sleep. Hey, I completed the trial. Oh, well done, you are a true hero. Please take this with my thanks. You take mirror. And I presume we go show that to the father. And then he'll be like, oh my god, I'm actually the werewolf, Mr. Lee. I mean, the werewolf guarding Mr. Lee's back room. Mr. Lee was the vampire. Also true, in some instances, when you really think about it and or stretch the definition of vampire. Yeah. Alright, we've done it. We've made it out. Nina, work us to Bleak. I mean, we had to go all the way around and stuff. It's so bright here. Give me a free in. Let's see. Yeah. We'll spend the AP. Shindas 2. Come on, why not? We are going here to the banky place. Yes, hello. I would like to store money for reasons that I will not go into. How much do I wish to deposit? All but, not 500, all but 1,000 of it. Bum ba-dum bum 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 ba-dum bum bum ba-dum bum bum bum. Alrighty, now we get back to Aria. Warp. Oh yeah. Oh, you're back. Warriors. Okay, good night. Oh, you're here, warriors. Do you wish to tell me your story? That was boring. Go away. Alrighty, don't walk too close to him, but we can sneak around like that. Because we're awesome. Hey, fella is gone. God damn it, Ross. Where the hell are you? Where's your father? Okay then. You're just standing in the way so I can't take your treasure yet. Let me just verify that he didn't move to another room. Oh, he did just move to another room. Got it. If I don't give up the key, they will harm our daughter. Karn raises the mirror, and the ghost of Ross's wife appears. Lena? What am I going to do? Do you really think giving up the key will help our daughter? You're right. Once they get the key, it will only get worse. I knew you'd come to your senses. You're strong-willed. I must go now. Peace! Her planet needed her. Can I have the key? I've come to my senses at last. Tell my daughter I was wrong. Daughter. Yeah. Plus, so quintessentially 90s with that, that piece leaving. My father changed his mind. This isn't a question. I'm telling you that he changed his mind. Now the dragons are coming for the key. Will you help us send the dark dragons away? No. Will you help us send the dark dragons away? No. Will you help us send the dark dragons away? No. Will you help us send the dark dragons away? No. This is the laziest but thou must ever. Okay. Thank you! The lit key is at the top of this tower. The key is yours. Yeah, they didn't even end the conversation or even have a, but you must, like an actual but thou must situation. It's like, oh, like, or like, you know, please, we need your help or anything. It's just like, I'm just going to keep asking you until you say yes. I'm going to take the rest of your treasure, though. Herb. Dart. Herb. Bastin. Middlesha. Herb. Thank you! The key is at the top. Anyway, I'd equipped the dart to Karn, but he already had the dart equipped, and then we got the icy dagger. And now we climb this tower that's probably full of monsters. Oh ho. What are you? Festin! Yes, Herb and his brother Dart. Ow, that's bright. But it's mine now. We have obtained the Lieutenant Key. Similar to its sister key, the Dart Key, Karn takes the shiny Lieutenant Key and puts it in a bag. Yeah, you would have thought another ghost was going to show up, but nope. Oh. But yeah, being the sister key, I did, that's true, I did have to fight her. I had to wrestle her in conversation. I lost, but, you know, it was a mandatory loss, you know, one of those progressive story about losing situations. Anyway, but yeah, like the sister key, the Dart Key, the light key will make it daytime. So the two together, you can control time. But you can only go forward in time. You can't go back. Oh, there they are. Hi. My father is so wonderful, don't you think so? No. How you take anything in my house? It's my way of thanking you. I already have. Exactly. You can only go forward in time. It takes 60 minutes per fast forward an hour. I do like the idea of someone giving that statement with, like, you know, making it sound like it's like, oh yeah, so it's like you go forward you go forward in time a second per second, huh? But it's like, no, if you take a minute or you take an hour to prepare the spell and ability, and then you jump forward another hour. So you basically essentially lose 2 hours to lose 1 hour. $60-minute casting time, and then you jump an hour. Sounds like a thing Master forget. Do you not realize Ross likes me now? You have no reason to arrest me. This is the Lockpicking Lawyer, and what I have for you here is another C-32 jail cell lock. It's terrible. I just wanted to save the game. And then I guess go to the inn or something. Or not the inn. Go to the dock. You know, the one that's by the bay? Aha, you've moved. Hello. Ross told me about you. I'd like to sail, but the dragons block the way. We can handle a couple of dragons. Hi, you must be General. What have you got there? The Lieutenant Key. I'll have to take this off your hands. Fella, you have a singular archer with you. Ah, you're a knight, though. Well, good job. We're just gonna EQ you. And I don't know, attack up on Ryu. Because I don't think you guys need. I don't think at the moment I need to turn into a dragon for this. Oh, that'd be amusing. It might have been. He seems a little stronger, so that just might have been general after general after general, but I don't remember. There, you know, we can probably just. Is it as efficient as using the E key? No, but it requires less button pushing on my part. I think you might be right. I think you might have been right that Knight was the one that we had to solo with Ryu. Because this is feeling... He is going down faster than I would have thought, and this is feeling a little familiar with his T-bolting. Eh. And there he goes. We did it. We won the game.
Ross has betrayed us. He'll soon know the wrath of the Dark Dragons.
No, you're... Oh, dear. You're supposed to wave a white flag for surrender.
We'll release you for now, but we'll be keeping an eye on you.
This is a pretty shallow bay, if that's all it took for... That's as far as it went from sinking.
Ah, look what the last blast did to the ship.
You can get to the main camp by going around the northern peninsula.
If we move the rock that blocks the North Cave, it'll surprise them.
I'll give you gunpowder. To blast the rock, if you give me the gabar. Fuck. We need a gabar. But we only have 3,835 gold. Whatever are we going to do? Yep, better grind for 8 hours. I mean, really, the game is, technically speaking, the game is, over at this point. You know, there's a bug that says you can't actually get a second gold bar. There's only one in the game. Ignoring the fact that we have a second gold bar, and we might even have we probably almost have enough money. I'm not actually thinking of it. We have enough money to buy a second gold bar if we really needed to, but we don't. Because we picked one up. There it is. A gabar. But I can't pick it up because my inventory is too full. I guess I better sell something. Let's get rid of this turban. This dart. This headgear. These antlers. This metal shush. How much does the dart kit sell for? Not a lot at all. Let's just use those then. Alright, we're probably fine. Welcome to the storage. We've got fun and games. You want to deposit money? I'll take my gabar now. Bum ba dum bum 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 ba da 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 dum ba dum bum. Back to Bleak now. Because, I mean, why pay for an inn when we can just come back to Bleak and then spend 2 AP to get to where we're going? Can't do that in town. Da, 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 da. Okie dokie. Nina. Warp. 2. Audia. Always going to sleep when I just want to save. Your journey's been recorded. Alrighty, let's go talk to that fish man and get ourselves some gunpowder. This is also true. What do you say? Is it a trade? Gunpowder? For a gabar? Karn receives gunpowder. Oh, good luck to you. If we move the rock that blocks the North Cave, it'll surprise them. I don't know what rock you're talking about, though, or North Cave. I'm just hoping that it is a cave to the north of here, because there was I guess potentially that cave we came through to get here. Because I do remember that there was that one pathway that was blocked off by rocks, but it doesn't seem like something blocked off by boulder. So let's go find out. It won't take too long. After all, we go north and there is a cave. And a slime. Can't believe Camelot has a statue of you. Like, why even? Drip. Oh no. Shadow. Oh no, Nina missed. It's a fight. Oh no, fly. These flies are slow now. I realized I hadn't been paying attention to the water, as I've been meaning to. Karn has set the explosives. I guess that's indeed the boulder. We did it. Oh no, a me blob. You disappoint me, Nina. Bada 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 bada. Oh, danger music. Oh ho, not danger music. Well, that was fun. They'll never know we are coming. I don't think this game actually has secret walls for anything. Now watch me be wrong about that. And there'll be 5 secret walls we missed already. Hi!
Who are you? What do you want?
Oh no, Spearman. And his friend, Spearman! I love the originality of, medieval superheroes. Why do they call you Spearman? Well, I've got this spear right here. Oh, they're dead. I know. I'll steal it. They'll never know. Oh, hi. My shift is almost over. Huh? Halt! Who goes there? Hello, Archer. I also like the archers are, like, very obviously tubby. We're your new boss. You can take a break now. A permanent break. There it goes. Nope, we're trapped on this boat. Hi! Yes, it's where you didn't invest in any negotiation because given the guy said it shouldn't over, it's like a fight might have been easily avoided. You'd think so. You won't go with any further, I'll see to that. Oh, one of each. I'd use the excuse of, silent protagonist, but it's been made abundantly clear that Ryu in this game is not a silent protagonist. There are indeed a lot of gunpowder and cannonballs on the ship. Morris would have a field day. Oh, look, we have Morris in our party. Surely this won't go wrong at all. Sorry, it made it look like treasure. I want that. I mean, it might be something that we get to elsewise, but I'm gonna be real sad if, I'm seeing no pathway. So I have to assume that it is after Mr. Totally Not a Knight and or General. Because we're on a boat, maybe he's a captain.
You can't get this far on luck alone. You're good, but I'm better.
Oh, fuck. Oh, what's wrong with your forehead?
Wolf, is that you? I can't let you do that, Star Fox.
Karn. Use an Iki. Nina. I don't know. Fortify, I guess. Fortify bow, because he takes a lot of damage like a bitch. Thunder Dragon. Bow. Prove to us a thing that I didn't think actually existed in this game. Iki. Thunderbolt. 120 damage. Weaknesses do exist in this game. I genuinely thought there was no such thing as an elemental weakness in Breath of Fire 1. But apparently it is. How much damage do you do if I just throw that at you? And thus, with Ryu being a Thunder Gurken, they should be pretty quick. Yeah. We're having a squid fry. And, oh, now you're hocking loogies at everyone. That explains why you have that different animation to start with. Squid got mad.
Angry. Mad because forehead vagina.
Ow. 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 Are you dead? Yes, you are. We reached level 21. HP up, AP up, strength up by a lot. Lock up. Monster left, life 2. Okay. You win. Just you wait. My brother will seek revenge. Crash! You know what, doggo? Have a Wantler. Oh wow, that gives a lot of AP. I should have just given you an acorn. I almost skipped the chest. That would be foolish of me. Open the chest. You take the pudding. A vigor potion. A vigor pudding. We will give that unto Nina. Treasure. You take herb. You take acorn. No, don't go down. You take herb. You take acorn. How's their inventory looking? We don't have a lot of space. You'll never be able to use this. I could use the bolt stone in battle. Noted. Well, well, well. I feel like the only appropriate thing to do right now is let Mars handle this. It didn't work. I'm not sure what he's... Do we have gunpowder still? No. We got a light key, though. I mean, I would just take the ship, but I couldn't get to the helm. The way was blocked by cannonballs and gunpowder. I know this isn't the way to the helm, but still, it's all blocked off. Maybe I just leave now. I can't imagine the answer is actually leave. Maybe I missed something on the boat. And it's not like I was being very explorative or, you know, poking everything like these cannons. Bloop, bloop, bloop. There's also always the unlikely possibility that we are supposed to have someone else in front and that Mars isn't allowed to do anything in here. I mean, that is reasonable, but... yeah, I don't know. I can't use this right now. but you say I can. Okay, I guess let's leave. Maybe we have to go tell the captain we got commandeered a ship or something. Again, that's probably not the answer, and I feel dumb, but just leave, okay? None of this feels right. After all, a captured ship could sell for a lot of money. That's assuming you don't use it yourself, you know? That was a lot of ammunition. Hi, Not Chopper. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. Ba-ba. Ba-ba-ba-ba. A meat blob. Whoa. A meat blob with the wiggle. A meat blob and jiggling fever. Hi, Shadow. Man, come on. That's just rude. Hey, Bella. Okay, because I keep forgetting to look. Just gonna take a quick glance. Ba-da-da-da-ba-da-ba-da. Okay, no fish in this water. Ba-da, ba-da. We will actually pay for an inn for once. So expensive. Stupid rich town. Full of rich people who don't use inns because they all live here. Hey, Captain, am I supposed to tell you that I took control of their ship and then we might just go and sail away? Hey?
It worked. Let's go.
We must work together to protect our village. I forgot to do a thing.
Jog has the power of the dragon. He should use it to protect people. Our crew has 4 members. Let's go.
Wait, count me in?
Of course, I can't navigate by myself.
That would be good experience.
Wait for me.
Could you, Huff, take me with you, Puff, and drop me off near Prima? I don't know. Come on, the more the merrier. I don't care. You can tag along if you want. Thank you. I won't be a burden. I promise. That's what we call foreshadowing.
Hoist the mainsail. Raise the anchor.
We got a boat, yay!
Stop this vessel right now, scallywags.
Oh. Sorry, not scallywags, scalawags. Oh, I'm on the wrong ship. Captain, let's attack.
With what? We have no ammunition. There's too many of them. We should retreat.
But if we retreat, what will happen to Arya?
You dirty rat. You beat my brother. Oh. Give me the key or else.
There's gunpowder in this ship. Let's detonate it and escape. We'll go down with the ship. I second this plan. Let's detonate all the gunpowder. Let's make a massive pyrotechnic explosion of wonder. Going down with the ship is just a little cliche for me.
Come on, mateys. Let's stop them.
Yeah, okay. Fine. I'll not use auto battle because meh. We're gonna at least E key. E key. Oh. Count it. Oh. Stab. We did it. We've got to escape, Ryu. This way.
Attack.
Oh no, they're all archers this time. Come on and slam. Okay, that's rude. You're not supposed to hit people who aren't Ryu. We did it. Current reach level 18. Huzzah. All them high stat ups. Hurry, the gunpowder is down here.
We have you now. You'll know our wrath.
Such wrath, the wrath of 2 archers. Recover. You know, I just kind of noticed, it just registered. Karn crosses his knives to use an item the same way Ray does in Breath of Fire 3. Yeah, it'll be it. You're done for, archers. Why do you even come up? Why are you even the main task force in this raiding party aboard a ship? Nina is level 21. That's a good level up for her, because that's the only level up I know of that I know that she's going to learn a spell. The spell of shield. And he transforms into... we didn't see his name, but it's Octo. We went from squid to octopus. Anyway, shield, if I recall right, reduces magical damage being taken. So that's cute. Together they form Octo Squid, exactly. He is also weak to lightning, again. Same as his squid brother before him. But stunned. Now watch him cross his knives. Once it's his turn. There it is, just like Ray. Ow. Bistin. How dare you hork things up on Ryu? Okay, fort. Bow. Attack. No, your bow. So, fry. Garn, attack. Good slam. Hork. The last fry. But what if? Spark. Hi, Fry Guy. Octo began crying. I, Fry Guy. Alright, do it again. Do it again. Do it again. Do it again. Bye, Octo. Better reach level 22 and got some stat ups. I'm not tearing a family apart. I'm electrocuting them to death. Big difference. One is far more visceral. How the fuck did you get in there? We were in there. If I'm going down, I'm taking you with me. Let's go. It's gonna blow. Took some 5 footsteps. Fucking reposition ability. Combat maneuver. Don't leave me alone! There isn't much time. Hang on. Well, fuck. I'm sorry, Ryu. What? Hooey! Now that was dynamite. What? If this doesn't work, don't blame me, okay? You're out of your mind! Oh, sorry, I didn't expect such a big explosion. We were lucky to survive. You know, despite the fact that the room was filled with gunpowder and cannonballs that apparently explode in fiction and things, even though it's just a massive solid hunk of metal. Prima is at the bottom of the sea, near this island. You need the gills in order to breathe underwater. I'll sell you for, 1,000,000 GP, okay? No. Listen, I'm your last chance here. No one else is going to help. No. But thou must. Yeah, fine. You don't have enough cash. I'll take what you've got and loan you the rest, okay? Fine. I'll be right back with the gills. Don't go away. Actually, curiosity. I understand now. Anyway, this is Gobi. He sucks. He is dead weight. Oh. Take his kill him, take his gills. It just dawned on me. Because we have money. Oh. I was sitting here this entire time thinking it was a situation like the first Master of Breath of Fire 3, who literally takes all of the money that you have on you, and therefore it is prudent to remove your money before you talk to him and gain him. But no, it's that Gobi is saying, just literally give me all your money, and then I'll have your money, and therefore you have all your money because you're going to control me now. So nothing actually changes. So yeah, we have a ton more money than this because we have all the money. We have like 70,000 in the bank. I just misremembered. Anyway, but yeah, this is Gobi. He sucks. He has a pole, bronze armor, and a bronze hat. Look at those amazing stats. That act. So high. Nice fate, though. He is the character who can wear the shell hat that we've been holding on to, though. And, I mean, he could probably wear some other things, but I didn't hold on to any of it. He's in the same equipment as Sir 1 and Sir 2. True. But he's a permanent party member. Spoilers, he's a permanent party member. He does have Ebb and Ebx. They're water spells. If I recall correctly, they only work on the water. I could be misremembering, but I'm pretty sure they only work right down in here, in the water. Anyway, this is why we also have, I don't remember where Prima is, which is not a good thing, but this is why we have 9 marble 3s, because I'm not going to fight, because Gobi sucks. This is no longer underwater. The fuck are we? Ah, the desert. This is not where we're supposed to be. We are wasting our marble. I will give props, though. Really, really nice music. I think Prima's north? Oh, no, it's just right here. Welcome to Prima. Agreed, yeah. Yeah, the music and that concept in general, yeah, is a cool one. Oh. Yeah. And Lucius 2's underwater music is amazing.
You lost the sphere. Apologize to the guild owner and find it.
Oh, this is Prima. You'll find an abundance of goods here. This is true, by the way. You are selling fake happiness jars. No wonder you lost your license. And there we have a little bit of a Gobi lore. He is a discredited merchant. He's not actually allowed to sell things. On the other hand, welcome to storage, where we can, you know, reclaim some of our money. Delicious. Because there's a lot of things to buy down here that may or may not be worth it. Gobi is one of the 2 characters in this with any personality at all. Hey now. Hey. Ryu said what? Hey, Dragon God. I'm gonna pray to you. Thanks. I'm actually put my money back. Oh no, the marble wore off. And I'm not worried about it. Anyway, as I said, there are a ton of shops in here with varying prices and varying gear. For example, we got a club, or an iron her, or a power sword, or a glove, or an icy sh, or a horn hut. Ooh, a gold hut. Gold hut's heavy and expensive. And terrible. But what about a horn hut? Horn hut is better than the shell hut. Well, fuck. Yeah, but yeah, considering I believe we are going to technically be bringing Ryu and company in here as well, relatively soon, once we get the guilds and stuff, we should be okay. We should be okay to just not buy anything and then just come back with it in a moment. I have so little inventory space. Watch me be wrong, though. Can I help you? Welcome to the item shop. How can I help you? Yeah. Hey, charms. I don't care. I don't want charms. Your charms are dumb. If they were mine, they'd be cool. Hi, do you have a thing upstairs with like a Wupputin in it? Or a Wupputin? No. Nova Wupputin. Or a Laputin, for me to assume it's a life potion, but it's actually a luck potion, and I will continue to forever get that wrong. What even is this place? Oh, I remember now. This is the rename house. Do you wish to change your name? You can rename any character. Only way to rename the names of your characters. The ocean is huge. Unless you're a big fish, it's difficult to cross. I should. The flea market is our center for trade. Welcome to the weapon shop. Look, a steel bow, and a broadsword, and a sickle, and an evil RP. And a bandana, and a nice hood, and a wool rib. Hey, how's business? Welcome to the item shop. How can I... Marble 3, herb, antidote to drop. Acorn. Ooh. Oh, fuck, you can buy marble ones. Well, fuck me, man. Can they stack? They can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. That should help us out later on. A dart, a steel bow. Steel bow, broadsword. Sickle, evil herb. Marble 1 is a automatic critical hit. Yeah, that's why I'm like, oh wow, you can just buy them. So Gobi has technically he has 2 overworld abilities. This isn't technically the overworld, but still, if we see if we can actually do it. One is he can open up a shop right here. Oh, what can I do for you? What can I do for you? I'll share my Proton B. I'll take it for 180. I don't know what a Proton B do though. I don't want it. How about at 650? No. You'd have a high bargain. How about 135? No. Oh, sorry. Maybe next time. You can apparently get some of the best equipment in here. What can I do for you? I'd like to sell .9. I'll take 80 GP for them. How much do they normally cost? I don't remember. How about 73 GP? Yeah, we'll take that gamble. Could have potentially brought it down again, but just wander right over here. We lost 10 gold on that. So yeah, merchant. What can I do for you? Gotta sell my rod too. No. You know, I'm willing to pay that, even though I can potentially go down again. I don't know if you can always haggle twice. Bronze hat. Oh, you'll buy the bronze hat. Oh. Yeah, okay. Gotta buy the herb. No! My herb. No, those are mine. This is the rest of the game, by the way. We're just gonna do this forever. Nope. Nope. Now that I know that I'm going to be losing money on any purchase of that I do. What can I do for you? No. No. It's mine. I feel like I can get it fixed. I just keep forgetting to go to the town with the smith in it and ask about it. I don't want your Proton B. Humbug was the only worthwhile thing I can get with this right now, the Rod 2. I ask, as though you have it opened right now. They have documents open. No, I don't want another Rod 2. Good, I tackled it the only amount I can. Whatever, I don't care enough then. Let's move on. After all, everyone is slowly dying of dehydration and heat stroke and everything up there. Anglar. Is that what we can get right now, or what exists in general? Wow. Oh crap, because angel armor sounds cool. Sounds like a thing for Nina that would probably be pretty good. Steel bow means we're just totally Mars. Stop asking about my herbs. No. That's actually probably pretty cheap for a Fiston. But no. Okay, fine, I'll take the Fistin. Friggin' sell me dumb things. Do you buy Fistins for less than 10 or more than 10? You buy it for... Okay, no wonder you just let me... Okay. Bleh. Whip, 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 whip. Like the silver dagger, we don't need to worry about. Steel bow, I don't remember if we need to worry about. I probably should do that. No, I don't want your rod too. Fuck, I didn't mean to buy it for 900. We don't need 2 rod 2s. Just how much of a loss did I just have? Because I didn't hit the button over quickly enough and well enough. Oh, we actually made, I have a rod 40. Yes! I made profit that time then, at the least. I genuinely didn't realize there was a shopkeeper minigame in Digimon World 1. I said, no, I need the storage. It was its own building. I did play it. I never got very far in Digimon World 1. Because I was not good at it, and I was a dumb child. Alrighty, put away the herb, the herb, the herb, the herb, the cure, the meat, the acorn, and I am willing to sell my dark kisses if someone asks for those, so we'll keep those in the inventory. Now watch me leave and get into a fight because I forget to take everything back out. Why are there so many inns? I wanted 1 angel armor and maybe a hunt glove and a thunder rapier. Those are the main things I'm after. No, I don't want your Ant Dot. That is more than I can get for it, but no. No. This is true. That I didn't want the World 1. No, I don't want your Ant D. Damn it! I didn't want your Ant D. No. Ooh, but no. So we can potentially get up to 90 for those. You want to buy some Ant D? No. Definitely no. No. Damn it. No. No. Yeah, it makes sense. Oh, a smoke, huh? No. Damn it. A smoke is an item that guarantees you to flee a battle. No. Definitely no. What can I do for you? No. I just want a singular discount on the smoke. Or, you know, just bring me things that are better. If you're not gonna haggle for the smoke, then fuck you. No. Demand for dark kisses are apparently plummeting. No. I already have garbage in my inventory because of you. You guys selling your Ant Dots? No. Not as good as 90, but I'll take it. I don't want your Fistin. He does. No. Offer me a cool equipment thing. No. No. Give me the angle armor. I don't want your festin. No. 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 Okay. No. Never. Actually, I would have made a 3 GP profit for that one. You know, I'm just going to go ahead and sell the stupid antidotes that I have in my inventory right now so they don't ask for that one. There we go. I believe I lost 10 GP on that thing again. That business transaction. Hi, do you have angle armor? Thank you. We're just gonna go ahead and... No. No. Okay. No. Okay. Again, I imagine the angle armor is Nina only, but let's see if Gobi can wear it. Nope. Yeah. Only Nina has angles. We're just gonna plug it back away into our safety deposit box right here, so that I don't accidentally sell it. Let's see, what are we doing? We still want the Thunder Rapier, because I think that's a stronger rapier than whatever she has now. Of course, on the other hand, I'm also going to probably just buy the Evil Rapier. So unless the Thunder Rapier is stronger than the Evil Rapier, it's kind of a pointless situation. You fool. I'm not in the pharmaceutical business, I'm in the weaponry business, or armor, equipment business. Oh, there we go, Light Rip. Light Rip is not what we want. We wanted Thunder Rip. Or a hunting glove, because I don't know if that's better or worse than what we have. Or, again, Thunder Rip. Don't need a Silver Dur. Definitely don't need Ant D. Riveting gameplay. We will make 5 more attempts before I get bored. That one didn't count, so this is number 1. Number 2. I already got a rod 2. Number 3. Nope, I don't want your Proton B. Roll number 4. Number 4 has a festin. Nobody wants a festin. We're under the water. You take me for a fool. And finally, metal R. No. I probably could / should have taken that one, but again, I don't know if it's actually better or worse than what I've got currently. We'll sell them. Oh, and I don't sell prices. It's an odd situation that's hard to figure out and deal with and stuff. A cafe. Prima controls will trade. We're not afraid of the dragons. We've lost a lot of business without the delivery of the goods. An old woman bought a claw. What do you suppose she's going to do with it? The dark dragons are not equipped to fight in the water. Prima is safe. You'll find metalsmiths in Gant. Beware! That's right, beware the smiths. Hi. Since we don't have any goods, the big fish is not in service. If we don't have any goods, the big fish is not in service. Since we don't have goods, the big fish is not in service. And no goods, no service. Yeah, was it the beware the metalsmiths? Yeah, it's weird. Welcome to the item shop. How can I help you? Hey, we can buy gold bars. We can buy a pouch here. Have we gone in here yet? I'm going into all these shops as if it matters. I'm not going to buy any of this. I do like the 9 stack of acorns, though. It's nice. Nice and already pre-stacked. The old man who lives east of the South Beach collects weapons. Oh, I remember that guy. I believe he sells powerful equipment to you. They just cost a hell of a lot of money. Unless I am thinking of Breath of Fire 2. Yeah, I'm going to save the game just in case there's a random weird fight in here that I don't know about. We could just save state again, but I only did that the one time because I didn't want to not get the angle armor. Journey's been recorded. Do a thing. Bum 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 bum. The guild owner is in the back room. You mean this area right here?
I hope that losing your license taught you a lesson, Gobi. So what brings you here today? Gills? Yeah, we don't have them. If you want them, go to Gant.
That's not good. In which direction is Gant? Hi, are you the guild master? Well, fuck. I guess I have to go to Gant on my own. In that case, I'm going to put my money away. Not all of it. Well, we can hold on to our money, probably. Yeah, we can hold on to our money for the time being. Until I realize, I'll be like, oh, we have literally all of our money right there. Oh, fuck me. Okay, so, take that. Take that, take that, 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 take that. Let's just take everything. Ruin my perfectly organized inventory. Okay. We didn't take everything. We do have marble 3s, right? Yeah, there. I see them. Alrighty, let's go try to figure out where Gant is. Can't use the map underwater. The guy might have said where Gant was, and I just wasn't really properly paying attention. So let's try south, because I think maybe he said that. Yeah, I think this is it. This narrow hallway of mountain feels familiar to me. Welcome to Gant. This doesn't seem very good, though. It sounds all sad. And where are all the fish people? You gotta have fish people. Oh no, the marble 3 doesn't work. fish people here. Anyway. My favorite and least favorite thing about Gobi's species is that they are literally just a fish put on top of a person body. Ox people. I don't need any of that. Ox people. Oh ho, we can afford a new stick or whatever. What is a metal soul? No trade-in items accepted. What? Well, that's a much better weapon, so we're going to buy that. I guess that implies that we don't have something equipped in that spot. Rip the legacy. I still don't know what SL actually is supposed to stand for, but okay, it's a shield. Maybe it's a slat bracelet. The iron hat is better than the shell hat. Yeah, okay. Okay. But this doesn't solve the problem if I still need gills. But we can apparently find here. Aha! A chest. Open the chest. You take her glass. We got a her glass. Actually, probably her glace. But there's no sign of B, so it's hard to say. Another chest. You take Laputin. We have a Putin. You know, I don't think they should leave, you know, their forges and stuff unattended like this. I mean, just unattended and glowing red hot. Seems like a bad plan. I did indeed take a little pudding from the drawer, yes. I'm sure I can sell it for a lot. I'm Gobi after all. Hi, can I have gills?
Are you from Prima? The Dark Dragons attacked and took our young men. Take some goods to the Prima Guild owner, okay?
Okay.
Ah, thank you. The goods are in the treasure chest.
You take goods. Slave market is still a market after all. Goods. The goods from Gant are in crates. Oh, Gobi can't break the wall. Gonna need to keep that in mind. There's a guy stuck behind some rocks. We cannot break the rocks. Perhaps someone eventually can. Open the chest. You take a pudding. The young men are being forced to build a secret weapon. They're being held in the fortress on the western side of the mountains. That doesn't seem to be my problem. Well, okay. I suppose I should go, do the thing. Consume a marble 3, and then, go back to Prima. Bada 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 ba-ba-da-ba-ba. Consumption. I am curious where the inspiration came from to make the fish people a merchant race. Like, what is there like a mythological connotation or connection or whatnot to make that make sense, or is it just like, hey, what if we made fish people all capitalists? Every last one of them. Oh no, the marble 3.
Ah, you brought the goods, Goby. Please take the gills with my thanks.
Gubby received the gills. Might have designed them and drew a conclusion. Potentially, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, there's a letter. It says the game's been attacked.
Oh, well, that's not good. I thought you told me Prima was safe.
Well, that noise.
The dark dragons have attacked a small boat. The survivor of the boat attack needs your help.
I'll be there right away.
Oh, what's going on?
A ghost has come to take him away to the netherworld.
Soon you will join me.
We can't lose him, Goby. He has important information to pass on.
I know a warrior who can shoo away that ghost. It will cost 10,000 GP.
That's too much. How about 5,000?
No.
No, how about 550?
No.
Okay, 6,000. That's all I can afford.
I think that's as high as you can get it. In other words, further proof that Goby is a goddamn asshole.
Great, get moving.
After all, what is, what is the true price of a life? As you said before, he is one of the few characters with actual personality. Even if that personality is asshole. Of course, I'm pretty certain he is also one of those assholes who's like, he's opportunistic as fuck, but he still does the right thing when it comes to actually, like, doing the right thing. And, I mean, fun fact, spoilers, he's going to be joining a party to save the world, and I'm pretty sure it's for more than just, maybe I'll make a profit. Alrighty, I found the little island again. Okay, people, here's your gills. Sorry I'm late. Are you ready?
Oh. What are you waiting for?
Oh. I can't wait any longer.
Oh. I'm going to say nothing, but oh.
May luck be with you. I'm counting on that money. Although, in fairness, I also just remembered, oh, right, Goby technically has us. Goby is Intan. I feel bad now that I realize that. Because that was the same reason Intan deemed, this is why I will stay with a party of adventurers. What is Intan's reason? Right, she gave them a bill, and they couldn't afford the bill. And therefore it's like, well, I guess I'm going to have to tag along until you actually pay it off. Granted, hers was far more dubious because there was no actual transaction, but I like Don. I enjoy her as a character. I should do more with her. Anyway. Well, they ever learned that the deal Gobi made wasn't valid because he didn't have his license at the time. True. On the other hand, you know, that means my rod 2 is not valid. Speaking of, I don't think I have it with me though. Yeah, I don't have that with me yet. Nor my angle armor. Honestly, that makes it even better though that you can do that mini game, and it's like, yeah, even though some people apparently know, you know, very clearly that Gobi does not have his license, other people don't, and he is taking full advantage of that. Anyway, I'm sorry. The hourglass can be used right here. What? This item switches night and day. Well, what the fuck happened when I use the light key? It becomes day. It becomes night. Huh. Weird that they also give me an hourglass that can supposedly do the same thing. Whoop. Did that consume the hourglass? No. So weird. Anyway, attack potion, Ryu. Oh, no, agility potion. Ah, that was wasted. I should have given it to Nina. Luck potion. Give that to Karn. Because his luck is already so high. The game is so janky, yeah. Anyway. Why is Gobi in my party? No, fuck you, Gobi. The gills are in place. Now we will fight aquatic fights. Except we won't because we still have, you know, the marble going on. And now that we have a party with us, we can actually take a look at all the things that places are selling and stuff. But first we should probably go to storage and pull out the things which we already got. Oh no, the Marble 3 doesn't work anymore. We're going to fight these fishmen. Hi, yes, I would like to take out one Rod 2. A worm. Sure, let's take everything out. Nina, would you like to be an angle? Yeah, you would. Massive boost. The other one was a Rod 2. Rod 2. There's no reason to equip that. Maybe if it was Breath of Fire too. Dark Wings of Destiny. Dark Wings, duck. Alrighty. How can I help you? What would you like to trade in? Can't trade in the rang. But the power sword is actually probably stronger than the other thing we got. Face mask. Face mask is better. Nope, not better than the horn hat. Horn hat is better defense then. So we should bam. Horn hat is probably heavier though. But whatever. What do I care? And that's a just-in-case situation. It's like, yeah, we should probably still give Gobi new equipment and stuff. Icy Shush. Worse than the Flame Shush. Better than the Metal Shush. Way better than the Sky Shush. And better than the Metal Slut. Why did I buy the Metal Slut then? Because it was there. The glove. he... Right, because you can't wear shields. You have a two-handed weapon. Despite the fact that being a glove, you would think he could, but I don't think it counts. I don't think he still is able to, because it's still technically a shield. I want that power sword. But does it matter that much? Not really. Power sword is strong. But if I'm going to turn into a dragon all the time instead, then what's it matter? Now watch as we realize that whatever it is that I had already bought is totally the worst. Alrighty, so poison bow, I believe, is the strongest bow we can get for him right now. So bam. Better than the steel bow at least. Chain hats. Thank you for being worse. Same as the skull hat, but probably lighter. Plate armor. Worse, 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 worse. Iron mask, no one can has. Ranger vest. Well, a lot better and a fair bit better. We're gonna definitely give one to you. Da 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 da. Gold tiara. That thing that was sold before. I guess we'll give one of these to you, because I don't think we're gonna get too much better than that. I could be wrong, but if I just don't look, it won't matter. Poison rapier is weaker than the flame rapier. The tri-dagger, weaker than the icy dagger. We already knew this. Cane. Ah. The visors are weak. Metal slut. Bronze armor. Alright, yeah, this shop sucks. Pretty sure I just more or less want to get one more shop, because I know there's that evil RP we can do. Rusty Qua. Iron Qua. This better be a weaker weapon. Good. Diving hat. Worse. Light ship. Better. Suede wood. Worse. Good. Spine club. Damn it, spine club better. Was evil RP in here then? There it is. Evil RP. Better. Trade it in. Oh, no, it's fine then. Now we can't afford the power sword. Okay, so let's go save the game. And then I guess finally go save whoever that young man is. After all, Gobi, at the very least, Gobi, keeps what deals he makes. If he makes a deal, he will stick to it. Despite the fact that he doesn't have a license. And is not in the active party. This is not the right place. I think it was this one. Well, there are two inns, so who the fuck knows? Oh yeah, there we go. Hello.
Alright, did Gobi send ya? Please rid us of the ghost.
Ooh. No one can save him now. He's slipping away. Yeah, okay. Hi! Give up! You're powerless against me! Hello, Death. Mortio. God damn it, we already killed your siblings. Fucking hanging around like an asshole. Ethan. Yeah, always going for bow. Somebody's just gonna end the bloodline. Yeah. Yeah. We should have actually stayed at the end. Apparently we are not healed up from the last fight. Well then. This will be interesting. Use your poison bow. You fool. Delicious. Mortio seems alright. There we go. We won. Yarg, I'm losing. This can't be.
Where am I? What happened?
I killed Death for the third time.
Why are the dark dragons after you, Ox?
I was running from them because I had to give you a message. I am one of the metalsmiths. Beware. Our trade's been handed down for years. The dragons, knowing that we are skilled, forced us to make a secret weapon. We tried to fight, but they captured our families.
Really? Well, if I help him, I may be able to get my license back. Let's go. We have vowed to defeat Zog's forces. We will help you. The world's greatest thief. The world's greatest thief is on your side. Feel better? Hold it. Why didn't you talk to me about this?
Well done. The people trust you now. Keep it up.
Thank you. Let's go destroy the secret weapon of the Dark Dragons.
Let's rock.
And now we have a big boy. This is Ox. He punches things. And by that, I mean he is big, he is slow, he uses clubs. Ba-ba. No, we need to buy new equipment for him as best we can, though. God damn it, we've already spent so much money. He is also not a fish, yes. Right, it was up in Gant that I'm thinking of. Okay, so we need to get him some fancy threads, fancy new deads.
Hello.
I mean, honestly, we could probably just go to Gant, and I can get decent things for him there, but I'm pretty certain they had at least one more powerful weapon down here. For example, this iron hammer, maybe. That's not much better. The horn hat. He doesn't have a hat. I shouldn't have sold my other horn hat. Fick. Okay, the fact that he's the only one who can wear a glove implies to me that I should buy a glove. I can still buy a power sword. No, we'll buy a... Even though we can probably get better things at the other place, we're just going to buy these things here. I see. Shush. Horn hood. So you can wear a glove then. Bo, you literally have no weapons that are one-handed. All of your weapons, to my knowledge, are two-handed weapons. Therefore, why are you the only person who can equip a glove when you can't actually equip a glove? Ah, the fuck. Okay, well, in that case, sell the glove. I guess technically, if we put these things to Gobi's shop, we could potentially do them. Well, that's dumb. I choose to believe that the sharp bow he just stabs people with because it's sharp. Anyway, we don't have enough money for anything else, so whatever. I mean, we might, but fuck it. Grumpy grump, 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 grump. We're gonna stay. I don't want to stay at this inn. Let's go stay at the good inn. That inn had death in it. 200 GP? Are you serious? Can we get a discount in the other room because it had death in it? No, it's more expensive for the death experience. Well then. You know what I say to you then? I say, one, get out of the party. And especially get out of the party. I have a plan. Ooh, the battle music changed. Changed to fucking awesomeness. These are Creon X's. They are strong. I should have saved. I don't remember if this is battle music just down here, or if battle music has changed in general, like Breath of Fire games like to do when you hit certain milestones of the plot. Yeah, we're going to go back up here, back to our safe little island, and be like, hey, Nina? We can totally warp to Gant. Awesome. We have side business to attend to though. You don't want to reveal a statue? No, got it. This side business consists. I see a fish. Yep, we just get that music now. Fuck yeah. Oh, we have a lot of side business. I just remember we have the most important side business to still do. Okay, yeah, we're gonna have some side business for a little while. I just have to remember where all of it is. Okay, first side business, we are going to instead go to Bleak to save, and by save I mean heal because it's free, and we don't have a lot of money. And also save, because we probably should. It wouldn't surprise me if it is. Okay, so first thing to do, because I know this is a thing we can do here. I'm not sure. I don't think it can do anything for us yet. But no, not here. The other house. Y'all might remember in this house right here. Or it wasn't. What fucking house was it? Probably couldn't have been this house. No, it was this house. Okay. In this house right here, we have that thing that's like, oh, it's pushable. But, no, don't ever remove you from the party. You've got a thing that's totally pushable, but it's just we weren't strong enough. This will move, but you need someone stronger. Ah. Got it. Still can't do it quite yet. Even Ox is not powerful enough. In which case, we will first... We've saved the game now, so I can reset if need be. Because we're going to do we're going to go to Gant, but not... No, we forgot to heal. We're going to heal. Smugfish is never strong enough, no. He is a weight on the party. Not quite dead weight, because he's clearly alive. But he's not good. Okay, now then. Now we are going to fly to Gant. And by fly, I mean warp. And by warp, I mean warp, not cure. And just avoid going to the main building. Secure to Gant. Probably. It'd probably be faster. Okay, was it this side building? It was a building that had me go downstairs or something. No, it was a building that had me push aside a thing. Which probably actually was the main building, which is a concern. Just don't talk to anyone. It'll be fine. Yeah, here we go. Push this aside. So, we can now show you what Mr. Ox actually do. Not Gobi. Fuck you, Gobi. Mr. Ox goes, eh! Eh! He breaks rocks. Isn't that cool? Who are you? Khan? Let me teach you this spell. Karn has devoured an old man. Oh, there he is. As I expected, you learned the spell. You're a member of my family line, Karn. The spell is now yours. Karn learns the spell of simulation. Now, Karn can use his AP to Shin. Shin! Karn uses the spell to simulate a super form. Suddenly we can't be Gobi, and we can't be, Bo. Because Karn is an awesome fucking fish wolf man. True, they are named Fuse. I fucking love this form. So cool looking. But yeah, that is Karn's other ability, is he can find magical spells of his family line that that combine party members together into super forms. Oh. And you can defuse as well by just, reverting. You lose access to some of their abilities and things. He really does. He is one of the best characters in the game. Look at that. 462 HP. Oh, but this also means we now have... one of my favorite parts about that, though, is it means it's like you have these people over here, who... Let's be real. Bo more or less pulls his weight, but he is also kind of dead weight. He doesn't actually learn any new spells ever. He starts with pretty decent spells, but or one decent spell. This character's being simulated. I.e., he was eaten. Oh, but Gobi, not a very good character, period. Bo, he was good for his time, but he is going to become more and more not very good. But all the same, you can have a full party, and these guys still help. It's just a really cool system that I really enjoy, that even your party members who are not being used can help in some way or another. I don't know if Karn has access to his abilities with, unlocking while he's in this form. Probably not. But you can just revert then and go back. But we do still have a bow in this form. And it's hard to tell, but this bow might... I think this bow travels faster than Bo's old bow. So yeah, we still can get hit by powerful things in that case, but, now we leave Gant forever. We're probably going to have to unsimulate soon already. Because the first place I can think of that we need to go is back to Agua. There are 4 chests being hidden away from us. Oh yes, our fates are in your hands. And I can't remember if he can... I genuinely just can't remember if... Fishman, Bo, Karn, Gobi, Gordonby. I don't remember if they can walk through. Oh, good, they can still walk through. So yeah, because Bo is the main form, I guess we are gonna need we're gonna need the thing though. Was there something for Ox to do down here? No. But we're gonna go down the other one as well, just in case. I think it's on the other house, though. Yeah, it's always the other house. Oh, yeah, there are indeed more than just one other. And I don't remember what they are. This is the only one I remember because I don't play this game a lot. And I never really got too far beyond this point, beyond the one file that I beat the game with. Once an old man can cast magic, he may live in Bleak. And that is our hint, basically, right there. I tried to find it before, but that is our hint there that there is also one of these Karn spell friends in Bleak. We can't get him right now, though. It was that area that we couldn't do it. I forgot to do the thing again. Because we need our fucking, oh, we need the tablet. What's our inventory look like? Do we have space right now? Yes, one of them indeed is used for, oh, we got plenty of room. One of them is indeed used for, out-of-battle things as well. But it's later on. I think there are technically 4 forms in total. It might only be 2. We're gonna also grab the fife right now. I don't remember what the key was for. But we're gonna grab the fife because another thing we're going to be doing is going to, crypt. Don't know what I'm doing. Here we go. Karn read the inscription on the tablet. Despite the fact that we are mostly using Bo's form with a little bit of fiche, that is proof that Karn is the one still in charge. He is simply, quote-unquote, simulating the other ones. That wouldn't surprise me because I think it's more technically one of them is unique to it. That's the key phrase there is the unique to it. Because I think the rest would probably be like, hey, I utilize something that someone else can, like how this version has Bo's things. Ah. Well, then that's fair then. Go, Fish Wolf! Fuck yeah. I also genuinely don't know how the fusion works, which is part of why I want to keep, even though Gobi is garbage, I still want to keep him equipped and everything. Oh, because for all I know, Karn's power in the forms are based on everyone's strength and stuff. And it's like, well, if I'm not going to level him up, I can at least keep his equipment good. But that's literally I don't know what to do. Anyway, so yeah, when we want to break walls, we have to use Ox. Bam. Bam. Silver burr. We got a silver bra. Are we bracelet? No, it's an etc. Anyone can equip it. Karen, do you want to wear a bra? Well, you're gonna, because I don't know what's going on. Bada. Okay. So I know there's also... We need to go to the Bleak Cave. We need to go to Crypt. And fortunately, I don't remember where else we're going to want to have the big punchies. I do know we want to go to Camelon, though. Not for the sake of anything important, but just I want to... There was that fish spot I saw. Oh, yes. Especially from the front, I love the power walk that Mr. Ox here has. Technically, his clan is known, they keep saying he's one of the metalsmiths. That's more of a profession, I'm pretty sure, because I think that his clan is known as the Iron Ogres. They got an antler. Ba-da, ba-da, ba-ba-da-ba-ba. I don't care enough. It's just if they were boars or birds, I'd go after it. Or a white stag, go after that too. But the regular deer, it's like, why? I want to go there too. We need to go up there once we're done doing this one, because otherwise I'm going to forget. Because Ox can also apparently punch trees, which I'm pretty sure I didn't know. Despite the fact that everyone has an overworld ability, technically speaking, it never dawned on me that he did too. There they are. But except like I can't see the fish. What's going on? Okay, rod 2 and worm. Fish with the ring. I should. Bada. I catch a soul. That'll go well with my life. I've buttoned my way into foolishness. Soul. More HP recovery from my fish. Got it. Ba-da-dum. Alright, how do we get up there to that? Alrighty, we have made it to the fight tree. It is a tree that we fight on right now, and we will destroy the fighting tree. Here we go. Ho, 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 ho. Alrighty, so ox. Punch it. Punch it. And apple it. You take apple it. Just enjoy that animation, by the way, everyone. I think we just lost an apple. Yep. I take apple. Okay, apples do stack then. That's good at least. How dare you try to make it dark? I say light key. Anyway, in that case, now we can warp to... Aria is technically closer and or faster with the Bleak Cave. I'm a little grumpy with myself that I don't remember the other ones, if there is any other ones. The Bleak Cave wall, we got that one. Definitely need one in Crypt. But I can't remember others. We will use, once we get inside, we will use a Marble 3 just to speed things up a little bit. And I guess if there's more beyond these things for the main punchies, I will check a walkthrough or whatever and verify, and then maybe just grab the things on my own, because it's not like the backtracking needs to be on stream. Oh, I'm just doing it now because I want stuff. And, you know, the one in Crypt is, you know, desperately important. Ah, damn it, I fucked this up, didn't I? I did. Good thing we have more Marble 3. Ba-da-da-da-do. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-do-da-do. It's up in here. Where, you know, we walk down this pathway, and it takes forever, but then we turn up. Marble 3 no longer works. I'm not going to spend the other 2 because we need something for Crypt. Otherwise that will also take for fucking ever. Bam. Gonna take for fucking ever regardless. We got a pudding. And a pudding. Where will you see a pudding? Of course, unreal. Again, it's agility. I keep thinking it's attack. That one's luck, which we give to Karn. Okay, that wasn't really worth it. Ba 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 da bo do da 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 do da do da. We are going to now go to Arid. That's the closest thing to Crypt we can do. Yeah, I don't think that's the end. So we go to Arid. And I believe or we'll go to Drogon. Why not? Fuck. Ba, ba, bo. Bo, 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 do, bo. Let's try that again. Warp. Arid. I believe if we sleep, that will defuse Karn's body. Nope. Cool. Alrighty, welcome back to Crypt once again. Well, I could punch those. You spoiled it. But yes, we are here for the B-Rang. Why buy a power sword when you just get a stronger boomerang? I don't remember how to get it. Okay, yeah, that's the path. I did. I just assumed no one remembered. Punch! You take Barang. Alrighty, and now Ryu has wherever it is. I'm sorry, what? Is the B for broken? This item is quite rare, but it's broken. Fuck. Sadness. But that's how you get the B-Rang. Well, fuck. I guess we have to get it fixed. By the way, can you somehow wear that ring? No, of course not. Alright, ring again for Ryu. It's okay, isn't there like a smith in Tunlin? Or whichever one still exists? Ba-ba-da-ba-bo. We're going there anyway. You know, the guy we gave the iron ore to. We also have that broken sword. I feel like we can probably get that repaired. I just keep forgetting to go there. Oh no, Scorpion. Sorry, Scorp. We will never see Ox attack. He's just too beefy. Yawn. Ba-da-da-ba-ba-da-ba-da. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba. Okay, well, that was certainly a thing. Wart 2. Tantar, that's the one that still exists. Dunlin is something else. Not here. Nope. There, see? He's working on a tempered sword.
It's not a good idea to clear cut the trees.
Okay, so literally all you do for us is you give us a saw. Okay, at least I remembered once we finally saw him, like, oh right, that's what we used the thing. Duntar but burned down, but we can rebuild it. Okay, well, in that case, 1, fuck, 2, if we rescue Ox's people, then maybe that's how we get access and stuff. I still feel like there's more places I could punch down, but I just don't recall any of them. So whatever. Let's go to Gant. Ba-da-da. Ba-da-da. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. And so yeah, maybe once we rescue all of them, all the young people for this town, all the strapping young men, maybe we'll be able to fix our brang and our sword. But first, our weapon shop, haha. The spiny her. We can't afford the spine her. It's such a powerful weapon. Metallar. Metallar would be much better than Bronzar. Let's first start by getting a giant her. And see what else we can afford from there. We might be able to just barely afford Metal R for you. Awesome. Now then, what else can we get rid of just to clear up some space? This icy sh, apparently. How much does soul sell for? Not much. We really don't need a singular antler. I don't think we need Rod 1 anymore, but I'd rather put it in my inventory, or my storage, than sell it just in case. Okay, I don't think we need this many lives. I'll probably regret this, but we can sell a set of herbs as well. Okay. Does the item shop have storage in it? Yes! Hello? Have I taken all my money already out of you? Yeah. Let's put away the Rod 1, the Fife, We really don't need to hold on to the hourglass while we have the dark key and the light key in here. We can't even put the brang into the storage. They won't store broken items. Even though we can store the broken storage just fine, I'm pretty sure. Whatever, it's fine. It doesn't matter. Okay, well now. I will tell you a story, which I just did. Alrighty. Oh no. We have to use the water to get there. Oh fuck, slimes, what are we gonna do? Oh, I'm sad that we don't get a brang. I want the brang. I want the brang to mean the mean boomerang, not broken rang. Hey, creep. I guess once we got onto the ground, Gobi probably could have handled the fights decently enough. If they're all just those dumb weak enemies. It was underwater that was the big concern. The gills are in place. Oh no, an aquatic bug, the Crawler X. You're dead now. Hold up. Oh no, red jelly. Sorry, red slime. See, that's kind of how I expected the fight to go when we first ran into the gold slimes. That it was just going to be like, oh hey, it's a new slime type, and then they die right away because they're still slimes. And then it was rude to me. It took me a while to drink that water because sitting there like, there's a fight there, I figured. Ooh, metal scorp. They're fast. Oh, but yeah, I started yawning. I went to get my water, started yawning really bad. I'm like, yeah, I probably shouldn't try to drink this water while I'm yawning. That's not going to be good news. It's the M stands for Mr., not metal. You know what? You're absolutely right. It's Mr. Scorp. Hello again, Mr. Scorp. Counter's good. It is sad that, I mean, granted, these guys just have high defense in general, but it is a little sad that the rang is indeed becoming slowly more and more not good. As I'm full of yawns. Hello yet again, Metal Scorps. Sorry, Mr. Scorp. Mr. Metal Scorp. Oh no, you attacked someone who wasn't you. Alright. Oh, never mind. Alrighty, welcome to the place. It's barred. So I have to go down. Oh no, whatever are we going to do? Hey, Karn leveled up. Punch. I take a giant hammer. Damn it. And an echo hat. I want an echo hat. Echo hat's not as good as the horn hat. You have a horn hat. You've got a horn hat. You can wear the echo hat. Hey, you got some magic up, not that that matters, and you have your axe up a little bit more again, too. Awesome. Pound! Or if you actually can't open this gate. Probably not. Mine. I take herb. We're going to ignore the guard right there, because we punchied. I see another guard. Pouch. The escaped prisoners have returned. He brought help. Well, I wanted that chest, so I guess we had to fight. Lancer X, huh? Not very powerful, Lancer X. I'm glad we took the time to get that herb. Punchies. Okay. Stretch my legs while I wait through this. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's a good stretch. Hey, Neen was actually kind of hurt. Whatever are we going to do to deal with that situation? If only there were some way, like if we had someone in the party who could cast healing spells. But we can't. After all, Bo is being simulated right now. There's no way he can do it. Oh, right. Oh, that looks like we need a punch to the other side. Ooh, magic guys. Ow. Note to self, blast isn't fun. You can heal up on his own, but we'll just give it a little bit of help just in case we get into a fight too soon. Counter. Damn. Ah. Forever yawning now. And we get a fight. That's 3. Awesome. We got a level up. Is it Ox finally? Nope, Nina. And Gobi. Oh, sweet. Right, yeah, they can still level up even though they're not in the act. Even though they're not directly in the battle, they can still level up, and that's good. That is some friendly, nice gameplay or whatever. Game design, that's the term. Less friendly is these fights. I mean, no, I'm totally paying attention when I'm fighting these. And Ryu reached level 22. Bo reached level 23. I know there's going to be a quiz later. Punchies. Fuck Devastat. I'm sorry, Nina can counter magic by casting the spell back at them? I have never seen that before. Yay! There we go, Humbug. I didn't think we were actually going to find one, but we found a new thing for you. I didn't think we were going to find one. Did she? Oh, that's fair. Well, now we're gonna have to go fight that guy. I wonder if it has something to do with something she has equipped right now, or if that's just a thing that she has a rare chance to do in general. Sorry, I was starting to take a peek, but that's gonna require more research than I need to do while streaming.
The escape prisoner has returned, and he brought help.
Hey, Lancer X. Your fight is important. I'm totally paying attention.